Waterworld, a marine biome by Christianna, Watkins. The marine biome consists of the Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, Southern, and Arctic oceans. There are 3 layers of a marine biome. The first layer is where the sun penetrates the ocean. The middle layer is where there is minimal sun, and the last layer is complete darkness. The ocean has temperatures ranging from 0 to 32 degrees Celsius. The climate stays fairly consistent in each region, but is different from region to region. Tropical areas of the ocean can receive between 115 and 197 inches of rainfall per year because the clouds receive massive amounts of water evaporating from the ocean. Approximately 79% of the global annual precipitation falls over this ocean. The weather on this surface of the ocean has little to no effect to the creatures underwater, even in the high winds that produce strong surface currents that they rarely affect the deeper water. The ocean plays a key.
This is a balloon filled with air, just like our atmosphere.
This is a balloon filled with water. This is an example of the ocean sucking up all the carbon dioxide and heat. As you can tell, the balloon did not pop because the water absorbs all the heat from the match. The ocean affects the climate around the world by carrying heat from the north into the Atlantic Ocean up to the north, the cold water in the North Atlantic Ocean. As the cold water sinks, it is replaced by warm water near the surface that moves to the north. The marine biome basically has one season. The temperatures and weather conditions are very similar all year round. This allows organisms to live in the same place their whole lives. Fun facts: the ocean takes up about 140 million square miles and supplies about 70% of the world's water. Blue whales are the biggest animals with a heart the size of a Volkswagen. There are mountains in the ocean called ocean ridges. The globin shark is a unique species found at the bottom of the ocean, and the globin shark lays eggs instead of live births. 90% of volcano activities take place under the ocean. The Mariana Trench is the deepest point in the ocean. It is 36,000 feet deep. Biotic factors: living organisms. Adaptations. Living organisms in the ocean have many adaptations that contribute to their own environment. The ocean biome depends on these adaptations. For example, if sharks were to become extinct, then the seal population would increase. In return, the fish population will decrease. The biotic factors are extremely important to the ecosystem. Just like on land, the marine biome needs plants and to oxygenate in the ocean. Every living organism has a purpose and to keep a balance in these biomes. This is kelp. It has gas-filled bladders that help it stay upright. This is red algae, and it reflects red light and absorbs blue light from deeper water. This is coralline algae. It grows on top of rocks while its root goes in to the rocks and is anchored down. This is a water wheel plant. It has no roots and likes to be at the top of the water and absorb the sun. Let me introduce you to the Finding Nemo cast. This is clownfish. They live in a sea anemone and give off a mucus so they won't get stung by a sea anemone. This is a blue tank fish, aka Dory. Has spines on top of its head to protect itself from predators. This is an anglerfish and has a light on top of its head because it draws in its prey because it's so dark. This is a shark, and they have very sharp teeth that fall out and grow back. And also their color camouflages them. This is a dolphin, and they cannot breathe underwater, and they have a blowhole on top of their head. This is a gray whale that can hold its breath underwater for a long period of time so they can outswim their prey in deeper water. Abiotic factors, non-living factors that affect organisms. Sodium chloride is dissolved in the marine biome. The salinity levels in different locations, so the organisms have evolved to live with their certain salinity levels. The salinity levels affect water density. Oxygen and carbon dioxide. Dissolved gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide are important gases in the marine biome. Oxygen is the most because everything needs it for survival. Aquatic plants rely on carbon dioxide dissolved in the water for survival. Dissolved gases are abundant near the surface of the water and in areas with lower water temperatures. pH levels. The pH of the ocean water is vital for survival of plants and animals living there. If the pH level is either too acidic or too basic, the organisms will not survive. These are rocks and sand. They make up the ocean floor and make a habitat for animals and plants to live in. There are no restrooms or graveyards in the ocean, so many organic substances are dissolved into the water. These substances have nutrients in them that contribute to the balance of the marine biome. Some creatures living on the ocean floor can use them for food to survive. There are two limiting factors: density dependent and density independent. Density dependent limiting factors refer to the population size of an organism. There are many things that control the size of a population, including disease and migration patterns. Competition is also density dependent factors that help separate the weak organisms from the healthy ones. Density independent living factors are the factors that include things like climate extremes and limits in food sources. Climate expresses changes in the environment caused by natural disasters like hurricanes. These disasters may destroy habitats and food sources, making it impossible to survive. Ecological crisis. Plastic. Much of the plastic we use ends up in the ocean. This is one of the worst pollutants in the marine biome. They take many years to degrade, and animals mistake them for food. The plastic is toxic when eaten and causes them to die. It is also harmful to us when we eat fish that have been eating plastic. This is Garbage Island, an area bigger than Texas made up of trash floating in the ocean. Warming oceans. The ocean is getting too hot because of all the carbon dioxide put in the atmosphere that the ocean is absorbing. And if the ocean gets too hot, then all the fish will start dying off. What are we doing? Saving the ocean. Making cars with zero emissions. Solar panels are being used more. Many groups like 4Oceans are joining the effort to clean up the ocean. Groups like Rotary International are rebuilding coral reefs that we have been lost. Some solutions we need to make in our everyday lives are: start using reusable water bottles. Take it to the beach and pick up some trash to see. Try to walk to the store or ride a bike instead of driving a car. Learn more about these issues and what they can do to help this cause. And last, spread the news about what is happening in our oceans. I support this message. In conclusion, save the ocean by driving a zero-emission Tesla just like me.